right, you guys, got something in the mail. I already know what it is. I already opened it. The same people that brought you, wait before I open it, the same people that brought you this gun is the same people that made this. I want to say it's called Gallery. Yeah, Gallery. Gallery right here. This is a air compressor, a cordless. Well, maybe not a cordless, but like a smaller air compressor. Let's open it up. Manual, don't need that. All right, that's dope. Comes with a spray gun. This is kind of small though for it to be like a compressor. Hopefully it's strong. Woo. If this is strong, I gotta plug it up. Hold on, let's go plug it up. All right, to turn it on, you plug it in and basically hold it. Boom. You can turn it up, turn it down, however you want. I'm gonna turn it all the way up though. All right, let's put something in here. For the moment of truth. Memo, you would like this. You would like this. You would like this. Can I hear your video? Yeah. That does sound like Ilya. Here, you try.
I want to try. That's nice, too. I would just tighten this a little bit though.
Tighten that a little bit?
Yeah, like put more. That way it doesn't go all the way back. So
right.
you can just tap it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That way you don't have to go all the way back.
Yeah. Alright. 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 It's memo approved. Memo approved.
You gotta get rid of this right here.
Yeah, I do. My setup is crazy. I'm going with this now. I'm going with this, and I might switch the gun now, cause I don't like the little. I like the gun, man. But yeah, my big setup, we gotta go. I'm gonna go with this. This is dope. You guys can get this at link will be in the description. I believe it's gallery.com, but I'm gonna put the link in the description for whoever want to pick this up. Peace. All right, you guys, I'm going to start by picking out the hair first. Even though I am cutting all of this off anyway, it's a smart idea just to pick everything out. That way, you know, when you run the clipper through the hair, it comes off smoothly. You don't want to just start off with it not picked out and you're, you know, creating discomfort for your client by, you know, running the guard through the hair and it's snagging. And so just make sure you pick it out thoroughly before you start cutting. So my client wanted to take it down to a 2. He wanted to cut it all off, so I went and grabbed my 2 guard with the lever fully closed, and I'm going with the grain, making sure I go as slow as possible, making sure that I create an opening, and then running that clipper all the way through. And just to clarify something a little bit, the reason why I have my lever closed instead of open is because with it open, it will be a 2.5, and with it fully closed, it will be a 2. that, I'm gonna brush my client's hair in the same direction that I cut it in. I'm just trying to get all of the hair to lay down as much as possible. The brush I'm using is my brush, the 360 Jeezy brush, the V1. You can get it on www.360jeezy.com. So my client wanted a low taper, so I'm gonna set the bald line right about right here, and then just take off the rest of the remaining hair. So the next step usually is a lever open, but I don't set my low tapers in that way. I grab my one guard with the lever open, then I go up and basically debulk to the area that I want to stop. All right, I'm not gonna go any higher than this one guard, and that's what I have in my mind, so that when I do blend down, I can stay right below that one guard. Next, all I did was close the lever, and I'm going right below that one guard that I used with the lever open. And I'm not going all the way to the line, but I'm keeping some room. That way, you know, it could be a transition. Next, I go with my zero guard with the lever fully closed, and I just pretend that there's a middle line, and I kind of just attack that middle line area using my comb to brush the hair down and using my corners. Now with the lever fully open, I'm just going up, making sure that I soften that bottom line as much as possible, knowing that it's not gonna take it out fully. And also I'm gonna be doing some detail work in areas where I see bulk using my corners. So to take out the bottom line, I'm gonna be setting my lever halfway, softening up that bottom line, and then just closing it and you know, taking it out fully. And keep in mind, notice how I'm using my corners the entire time. So now that I'm pretty much done with blending down, I can notice the bulk that I need to remove at the top. So I went ahead and grabbed my two guard with the lever fully closed, and I'm just kind of debulking the top, realizing that I don't have to take that much off at the top because this is a low taper. I really just need to perfect the bottom blend below. And lastly, what you need to do is detail your work. All right, this is extremely important. It's noticing those little areas of demarcation where, you know, you need to take out. So right now I went back with my one guard and I'm just softening up those areas where I see bulk. Also, you want to utilize your mirror. The mirror shows you a different perspective on the blend than just seeing it head on. Also, you don't have access to a mirror. I will rest my eyes, look at something else for about, you know, a couple of seconds, come back to the blend, then start doing your detail work. Use those corners of your blades, get in those areas where you see bulk. That's gonna separate you from just being an average barber and having an average, you know, fade. Now, as far as the back goes, I feel like the back is fairly easy, being that you have a lot more room to work with. The only thing you have to do is memorize your steps, all right? The steps are very important. I use my steps on every client, right? This is gonna speed up the haircut process while you're cutting, so you're not having to think about what to do next. Now, when you're cutting off any afro or somebody with long hair, it's important that you want the edges to lay down flat, right? We want to retrain the hair, and a lot of times you don't have that access to, you know, have a do-rag on your client to lay it down. You don't have that time. So what I like to do is I like to go to all of the edges and take it down a guard size lower. So if I have a 2 on top, I'm going with my 1.5 and I'm going with the grain, just taking the edges down so there's no overhang. So next, I like to prep the front line. I'm gonna make sure everything is nice and clean as far as the front line goes. And I'm gonna use my shaving cream just on the tips of his hairline. What this does is gonna make it clean, all right? I'm gonna use my hot towel, but I'm gonna also make sure that I apply the hot towel on my wrist first, just to see how hot the towel is. Don't wanna just apply it on your client first, you know what I mean, without checking it on yourself. So make sure you do double checks with that, and clean off the hair by going with the grain. I'm gonna also apply some hairspray just to lock in the hair so it won't move when I go to line it. Then I'm gonna clean it up with some rubbing alcohol just to get off all of the excess hairspray on my client's skin. After that, you wanna make sure everything is nice and dry. I use my dryer on cold air. I don't use it on hot air because I wanna freeze it. I don't wanna melt it. But even then, I don't immediately line my client up. I let it sit in for a minute and I'll focus on my client's facial hair, do that real quick. That way, when I go to line up my client, everything is processed. You know what I mean? Everything is nice and dry. You don't want to immediately go to line up your client after you applied the hairspray. You want to give it time to dry. So when it comes to enhancements, I recommend that all beginner barbers perfect the haircut first. Don't use enhancement as a crutch, as a way to just hide things. Learn how to perfect the cut as much as possible before you start using enhancements. But the enhancements that I use is Kiss Express 98. I use a 50-50 mix, 50% kiss, 50% alcohol. But again, I can't stress it enough. Learn how to perfect the cut before you start using enhancements. After cutting anyone with long hair or with waves or period, right? You always want to end the cut with a freehand trim. This gets the frizzy hairs off the top. It just gives the overall cut a finished look. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360 and they come out looking like God did. YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, Hustle Dreams Production, that's my brother. He makes all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links to be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360Jeezy, and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.